I'm very happy Professor K.V. Thomas, Minister of State for Agriculture, Food, Public Distribution and Civil Supplies is here. We also have Mr. Rashmi from the Joint Secretary, Ministry of Environment and Forest, and Dr. Manjeet Kang from Punjab Agriculture University, the Vice Chancellor of the Punjab Agriculture University.
The National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture identifies 10 key dimensions for promoting the sustainable agricultural practices, which will be realized by implementing a program of action that covers both adaptation and mitigation measures through 4 functional areas, namely research and development, technologies, products and practices, infrastructure and capacity building. While recognizing the role of modern technologies and research in promoting the sustainability of agricultural production, the mission also emphasizes on the need to harness traditional knowledge and agricultural heritage for in situ conservation of genetic resources. We need to ensure that the gaps between the standards adopted elsewhere in the world and India are reduced, and sustainable fertilizer and pesticide policies are in force. There is need to link existing policies on climate risk with others, such as drought management, structural adjustments, crop insurance schemes, subsidies, etc., for better targeted and coordinated actions. And the Prime Minister's NAPCC is the appropriate approach in this direction.
There are 3 key elements in a sustainable development policy which would enable us to address climate change in an effective manner. One is energy access. There were people who were talking about in the previous session about rights-based approach to development. Energy access is an important dimension of a rights-based approach to development. While we improve the access of large number of people who have no access to commercial energy, we would be also addressing the bigger challenge of development in a way which can increase the sustainability of the development, and that can come from its intermesh with the clean and energy efficiency program. The second aspect of sustainability is not about mitigation or energy access, but about livelihoods. Nothing should be done to compromise the livelihood of the people whose only source of income and sustenance are the forests, the rural sources of livelihood. The ecosystem-based approach, which this Chennai Action Plan talks about, is a very significant conceptual improvement in this direction. The third element, which to my mind defines the sustainability of our approach, is that of environmental conservation, and that is implicit in the Green India mission, which the government has launched. Currently, the approach to this Green India mission is still being finalized. But the important thing to understand there is it is not just about reducing emissions. It is not just about carbon sequestration. It is about enhancing the resources with the communities which are dependent on forests.
We have to develop new varieties of crops, and it takes 10 years, minimum of 8 to 10 years to develop a new variety. So which means variety we start developing today will be in the fields 10 years from now. So we have to know what the weather would be, what the climate would be 10 years hence. Therefore, our prediction or predictability, prediction of the environment and the climate must be accurate. We will achieve climate resilient agriculture when we have developed actually drought tolerant varieties in a systematic manner. So we would also need to pay attention to a minister, honorable minister just mentioned about overuse of pesticides. So I would say that now there is a term that comes to mind, that's precision agriculture. Use of computers in agriculture and on the actual farm. So precision agriculture would take center stage.